What's up, y'all, on this sunny Super Soul Sunday? Oh my God, the sun is shining so bright out here. It feels really good. It feels really good out here. Whew. A breath of fresh air. Yes, yes, yes. Listen, when God has placed a promise down on the inside of you, when He has placed an assignment on your life, when He has placed a prophecy down on the inside of you, and has given you an assignment, sometimes it will require you to be separated from others and from other things. Anything that's a threat to the promise, to the purpose, to the assignment, and to the prophecy over your life, when God sees that it's a threat or they are a threat to it, He will remove them, or He will remove you. And you have to know that when God has gifted you for a purpose, when God has called you on an assignment, you have to be okay with being separated from people. You have to be willing to let people and things go. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? And I've talked about this several times, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? When you are a true leader, when you are a true what's the word I'm trying to say? When you are a true follower of Christ, and also it's another word I want to say. When you are oh my God, Holy Spirit, help me out. What I'm trying to say? When you are a true disciple, a true leader, and someone that God has called on an assignment, you have to be willing to lose people, willing to lose things, lose habits. You know what I'm saying? Lose the familiar to walk into the unknown. You know, to fulfill the purpose of God over your life. You have to be willing to let people go. You know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to let go of things that you're engaging in, whether it's certain activities, certain things you know you're not supposed to be doing, you know, certain people that you know you're not supposed to be hanging out with. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people are not going to understand it. They're not going to get it. Why is she not, showing up no more? Why he not hanging out with us no more? It's a spider. Oh my God, get back. Why they not hanging out with us no more? You know, or just certain things that people gonna think, oh, they think they better than us, or they think, or they acting funny, or they whatever. You know how people do. But you have to be willing to be talked about and not care what they say, not care how they feel about it, because you are on an assignment, right? Christ didn't care about what people said about him or whatever the case might have been. You know, he knew that he was about his Father's business. He knew that he had an assignment to fulfill, and that's what he stayed focused on. And you, if you're a true follower of Christ, and if you're a true disciple, and you have been called to discipleship and have been set aside, you have to be willing to walk away. You know what I'm saying? I think about David. Once David was crowned king, you know, he didn't even see his family no more. He was now living in the place that he needed to be in to be king, you know. And he was around a whole nother set of people who was not even his kin, you know, not even his people. He was separated from his father and separated from his brothers, you know, his whole entire family, and placed in a whole different environment around a whole nother set of people, you know. He didn't see his family no more after that, you know. But he was on an assignment. Like with Joseph, you know, everybody should know the story of Joseph. I know I spoke about it so many times. You know, once he revealed his dream to his brothers, of course they got jealous of it, whatever, tried to kill him. They couldn't kill him, because you cannot kill a person who has a prophecy, who has a dream from God, who has a prophecy from God, who has an assignment from God. You cannot kill them, because that prophecy and that dream has to be fulfilled. So they thought, okay, we're going to sell him into slavery. So they sold him to the very place he had to go. But God allowed it to happen. Joseph said it. It wasn't you that got me here. It was God. What the devil meant for evil, God meant it for my good. So God used that separation from his family to get Joseph to the palace. Even though he had to go through the prison first, but it was all a part of the journey to get him to where he needed to be. And he was separated from his family for a while, for years. They didn't see Joseph anymore until Joseph was a grown man. To the point they didn't even recognize him when they saw him again. But I guarantee his dream was fulfilled. The very dream they tried to destroy, the very dream they tried to kill, it still came to pass. But he had to be separated from that. So a lot of times your gift, your calling, your purpose, the prophecy that God has put down on you is going to cause you to have to separate yourself from some people. And you can't be weak to people. You can't care about what they're going to say. I know, you have the saying that, I'm sorry, no, don't take it personal. No, take it personal. This is personal. This is my assignment. This is the call that God has given me. This is personal. I take it serious. So it is personal. So I'm sorry, we can't hang like that no more. We can't talk on the phone. We can't chit chat no more. Because it is personal. This is my life here. I got to stand before God just like you. And He's gonna judge me off of my choices and my decision, what I did and the choices that I made. Even if I chose you over him, even if I chose you over the assignment he gave me, I'm gonna be judged for this. So it is personal. This is my salvation. So it is personal. What my obedience is not only going to affect me and benefit me, but my whole generation. So it is personal. So I don't care how you feel about it. It's personal for me. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to get to that place where you're bold enough to walk alone if you have to, whether it's just you and Jesus. Hey, I'm good. If it's just me and Jesus, then I'm good. Because I'm walking in obedience. I'm walking in my assignment. And who's connected to me that's supposed to benefit from my obedience would be benefited because I'm obedient. So I'm not apologizing to you, and I'm not going to explain anything to you. And I am taking it very personal. You have to have that type of attitude in order to accomplish what God has given you. But see, if you're the type of person where, that's my mama, that's my daddy, I can't do them, I can't do that. Oh, that's my sister, that's my brother, that's my cousin, that's my family, that's my best friend. We've been knowing each other since we was in diapers, man. I can't do little John like that. I can't walk away from them like that. I gotta stay with them. Well, you do that, because guess what? If it was their opportunity, they'll leave you in a heartbeat. Trust me. So take it personal. No, you're not doing this to hurt nobody's feelings. No, you're not doing it to act funny with nobody, anything like that. If that's how they take it, then hey, that's on them. That's between them and God. But you're being obedient. And I'm not saying that you gotta be nasty about it or treat people wrong. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, you got an assignment to do. You got work to do that God is calling you to. And God has to come first. He has to be the head of everything. Even when it comes to your own children. Your spouse. God has to come first. That's how you get the success out of these things. In your marriage, in your parenting, in your relationships, on your job, your businesses, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, that's how you get the success out of it, because you put God first and you trust him in it. But see, when you put the things first and the people first, that's how it fails. It don't work out. So yes, it is personal. It's very personal, because this is my assignment. This is my calling. I'm being obedient to what God has put before me to do and what he has entrusted me with. I have to take it serious. So it is personal. So how you feel is how you feel. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's not my problem. That's yours. That's between you and God. You got to take that over him, because I'm only doing what God told me to do. See, that's the attitude you have to have. On your job, when you go on your job, you are on an assignment. God, if he sent you there for a purpose, you fulfill that purpose. You ain't got time to be making friends with your coworkers. See, I learned that lesson, because them same ones will stab in your back, honey. The same ones who are jealous and envious and hateful, jealous people, trust me, it ain't even worth it. Holding on to it no way. So I'd rather just do my assignment. Because I can trust God. I can't trust other people, but I can trust him though. You know what I mean? And trust me, God gonna send the right people your way that's gonna help you on your assignment. But don't put your trust in the people he's seeing. Always keep your trust in him. And always stay focused on why that person is there. You guys are there to fulfill an assignment for God. So when you stay focused on that, that's how things work out in your marriage, even with your children. When everybody know their place, everybody know their part in it. Everybody knows the vision. Everybody got the vision, know the vision, and everybody know their part that they're gonna play in that vision, and stay focused on their part, stay in their lane. I promise you, it's gonna be a success. And put God first. If everybody can work together like that, even if you have disagreements, even if storms come, even if challenges come your way, it won't affect you and it won't destroy you, because you all know God is the head of this and we are depending on him. Let's go to God. In your marriage, when trouble comes, if you both got God, you both are in him, because you took the time out to know him in your singleness, and you both got God, and God gave you both the vision, even if he just gave the vision to the husband, and you as the woman is supposed to submit to that vision and help that man with that vision. If everybody stay in their place, everybody stay in their lane, do what they're supposed to do, it'll all work out. But when you got people who is not called to that assignment, and God say, hey, you gotta let them go, you gotta do what you gotta do. Look at Abraham. He had to separate for a minute from his nephew. When God had Abraham to go to a certain land, he could not take his nephew and his nephew family with him. So that's how they end up in being so nosy. Who is that? I have to watch. Ooh, they're like a dog. I hope it ain't no dog. But yeah, sorry about that, y'all. I have to watch my surroundings. I have to, because I saw a dog earlier when I was on my way here. So I'm like, well, I hope that ain't him coming. He was all manged up and everything. Had mangers and everything, child. I ain't trying to be fighting with no manged up dog. But anyways, that's how they end up in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? In that land, because Abraham had to separate from his nephew, because the nephew couldn't go where he was supposed to go. And it's the thing, when Abraham said, leave your kindred, leave your people, and go to a land where I will show you, he didn't tell Abraham to take his nephew with him. Abraham chose to do that. God didn't tell him to do that. God said, you take your family, which is your wife, and you go. But see, that's what we do. Oh, now I got to take my cousin Ray now. I got to take Poo-Poo now. I got to take my uncle. I got to take my mom, my dad. I got to take everybody with me. God didn't tell you to do that. Sometimes you got to go by yourself. Sometimes you got to be willing to leave some people behind. God didn't ask you to take them folks with you, because God didn't give them folks the vision. And then as you walking on this journey, because they don't have the vision, God didn't show it to them, they're going to have you so discouraged, because it's going to be things that God going to tell you to do. They're not going to understand. And they're going to be like, man, hey, you shouldn't do that, bro. Oh, man, hey, you shouldn't do that. Man, hey, just talking negative about it. And now you all discouraged and all just messed up and just screwed all up. Can't complete your assignment because you got little poo-poo with you talking negative. Because little poo-poo don't know the vision that God gave you. So he can't understand it. He can't see it. So, of course, when it gets tough, when it gets hard and it gets challenging, he going to start talking negative about it because he can't see. Because God ain't give it to him. He gave it to you. So you can't take everybody where you're going. And like I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe on my way here, he said character is everything. When you're trying to protect the principles, and when you got good character, you're going to get rid of people you need to get rid of. I don't care who it is. Because you're not going to let them mess up the assignment that God has for your life. So if you got to stop talking to friends you've been knowing forever, hey, sweetie, we can't hang no more. I'm on a whole nother assignment. We ain't talking the same language. And guess what? It is personal. It's very personal, because I got to stand before God. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all be blessed. Love you.